How's that? Is that better? It was so cold, my hands were frosty this morning. Is there audio now? Oh, God. Thank you, Carlos. See, this is why people have moderators, just to tell them these things. So here's how I started out. Don't wait. Winter is here. If there's things you could be doing now, man, now is the time to do them. If you've been holding off, sorry, my hair is not combed today. It's long. I just shoved it under a hat. Don't wait. It's getting tighter. The opportunity is still there. And hang on. This winter is going to be interesting. We're seeing, you guys probably heard about that in Acapulco, a Cat 5 hurricane smashed and just decimated that town. Unique to that area. Just destroyed it. Have you guys seen that already? Okay, Sonics? Oh boy, gall. 18 inches here in Montana where we live. Listen, this is going to be a wild winter. There's still a significant amount of moisture in our atmosphere up above in the way high stuff, up in the blue yonder from that Honga Tonga eruption. Did you guys hear about that? Boy, was that just over a year ago or so? Well, all of that water, what goes up must come down, right? And it spewed a significant amount of moisture into the atmosphere that's, it collides with other weather systems, and with all these shifts that are changing and happening globally, remember, it doesn't all happen in one place. Yeah, boy, wouldn't it be great for us to take some time just to be thinking about that stuff? I've got a bunch of last chores. We're gonna drive down together to my well house and get my tractor in gear here. We're going to go down to my well house because I've got to do some last minute work. I got to take a look at some things. Yet I thought I'd take you guys along with me. Hey, Jared. Don't wait for winter, guys. Winter's here. The first frost of the year hit last night, which in Washington, in this area in Western Washington, it's going to start shifting real quick. And we've got some beautiful weather. It's going to be bright, clear, no rain. So I'm excited to get some stuff done. Yeah, it's going to shift real quick, and it's going to be below freezing again tonight. And Washington's kind of an interesting place. In Western Washington, it might go above and below freezing 100 or more times a year. So it's kind of one of those interesting environments where it doesn't get super, super cold. It can, yet it kind of just hovers up and around freezing. The house, guys, let me give you an update on the house. So it's coming together. We have officially filled a 10 by 20 storage unit. I didn't think we had that much stuff. Oh man, and I'm a packer. I know how to slam it in there. Chris Taylor, you know how to pack a good storage shed too. Have you guys been over to Chris's welding channel? It's super interesting to watch. Anyway, I'm not a welder though. Have you guys been there? I'm just kind of talking with you today. There really isn't a whole lot that I have to do other than just pack more. Yet I've got some last minute things that I've got to get completed. And I got to cover up some valves from our escapades with our well situation earlier this summer. I'm going to shut my tractor off. Hang on. I started to talk about, when someone finally told me that my sound was no good, is how interesting it is to be 45 years old, have a young, wonderful family, and to move and to sell everything and to leave a very fruitful life. We're not hindered really. It's just by our own efforts. And opportunities come up, and now's the time to be making moves if you know that it might be the right thing for you and your family. Some of you may be questioning your own intentions. What do you intend on doing? Where would you like to be? What would you do differently if you had to reset? What things would you do differently? If you had to relearn a skill, what things would you be interested in? I really authentically in my heart of hearts believe that we should be thinking about what our fallbacks could be. What things would we like to do? Not things would we have to do. If something was to change and we had to shift from our current industry into a different one, what would we choose to do? Carlos, we have not sold our home. It's getting ready to go on the market here probably in the next 10 days. It's really sad. It's kind of sad. It's almost like mourning a loss of a family member before they pass and they're still healthy and beautiful. And you just know it's like, it almost feels like I'm getting ready to lose somebody that has been a huge part of my life. And I've really been with a lot. You know, you take care of homes as a primary home. If anyone's ever lived in your home more than, I'd say 10 or 15 years, kind of where we are, I think we're 17 years here. And you touch every part of it and you give a big portion of your youth to it. Or maybe in your past you had a home that was like that, where you raised your children, brought all your children home, and you have to part with it because it's just stuff. It's just stuff. Yet we as humans, we're designed to build bonds. And these bonds are really important for us because it's what keeps us human. It keeps us connected. And we are pack animals and we're designed to feel the warmth of a herd. And that's why the Ninja Nation is an encouraging herd for many of us that maybe don't have the connection, and we have to be with like-minded people. And I loosely connect that to my house because my house has been a protector and a provider for our family, and I have a lot of respect for it. And I've cared for it and replaced everything and painted it multiple times. Yet, just going through that, and I think it would be really important for you to allow yourself permission to think about what would you do if you had to go? If you had to go. That's exactly how you felt when you sold your last restaurant. 32 years. Carlos, I didn't own my restaurants that long, yet restaurants are interesting because they're like young children that never grow up. They're always running out of something. They've always got dirty diapers. They grow out of all their clothes only after a couple of years, so you've got to replace all their furniture and fixtures, and you got to clean the bathrooms constantly and the garbage cans. Have you ever had to clean garbage cans? Put a 1 in the comments. We owned frozen yogurt shops. And, you know, when you have a quick serve restaurant and I'm switching gears here, Carlos kind of sent me on a rabbit trail there. Yet it's stuff. And I think what he's saying is that you understand how that feels, because when you give so much of your life to a skill or a trade or to a property or to a relationship and those end, it's tragic. It's tragic. And our human hearts are designed to be able to cope with those and to find hope. And that's why this channel is designed to bring information that expands a prepared mind and a heart that no matter how difficult things come, and we're going to battle difficulties the rest of our lives, it's an opportunity for us to shift and be agile. And we don't have the luxury of being simple-minded right now. If there's something that's been crossing your heart and the Lord's been putting it on your heart, or you've been praying about or thinking about or focusing on, and it's time for you to make some moves, and strategically you've been prudent and clever about it, you've been researching it and gleaning wisdom from other people, it may be time to fire. You know, there's this great quote in the business dictionary. They'll say ready, fire, aim, you know. And for what it's worth, some people ready, they point the gun and they aim and they aim and they aim and they aim. And they continue aiming and they never pull the trigger, yet they see the target. They see the target. And right now, sometimes you just got to send a round down range and focus closer on the next one. You get some material down range, get some movement going, start making some commitments, put some skin in the game if you've got it, with something that you know would be fruitful. Don't get super connected to stuff. Find people and get connected to people right now. Look for ways that you can grow others and mentor others. And this opportunity, when I share it with you guys, it's wild. And you're going to understand, because my heart, much like many of you in this nation, has probably had to coach and mentor and encourage and provide and elevate and prop up people in your life. You've probably been managers or been managed and had some really great leaders over you, and you miss those times. Yet you have to go back and remember, like, what did I learn? What things should I be applying in the future? How can I be nimble? there's those that will watch this video that are going to experience, in many of our eyes, what would be utter devastation. And the Lord's going to use it for his great glory. He's going to use our stories as his great glory. It could happen to me. It could happen to you. It could happen to any of us. And tragedy can fall on both the just and the unjust. So don't wait too long to really give yourself permission to make plans for your future and to put vision downrange and to send it and start to seed that ground, because there's a span between seeding and harvesting. The more precious the fruit, the longer the gestational period, right? Hopefully this encouraged you some. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and you're still on, please do. This is a great group, and we're growing. We're humble people that desire to encourage each other, and I appreciate when I get your guys' comments. Hey, I've only got 4 likes and there's 8 of you on, or 4 thumbs up. Like, come on. Is that you, Jared? Is that you, Carlos? Did you guys not hit the thumbs up? Let me see. I'm going to count it. Oh, well, I don't know exactly how accurate all this is. Anyway, you guys have a great morning. I appreciate you. Pray for Jesse, because my heart is very sensitive and very tender right now, because all of this is very new, and it's new. And I'm excited. I really am excited. I can't wait to tell you guys. You're going to freak out. It's awesome. Hey, have a good morning. Be good.